Hello everyone. We are back to do some walking today. Hope everyone's having a good day. And we just turned onto 19th Avenue. That's what we're gonna do. Been off for a few days, working on some other stuff, so that was the reason for the absence. Wanted to take a break, plus work on some other stuff. So today's a nice day. It's 70 degrees right now. Mostly cloudy, but it's better than it's been. We've had some really bad weather. Well, I wouldn't say really bad weather, but it just hasn't been nice weather. So I figured I'd grace you all with a nice little long walk. Looks like they did some upgrades over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk 19th Avenue from beginning to end. We just turned off of Shore Parkway, so we're going to head all the way down to 49th Street. The neighborhoods we are in right now, we are in what you would consider Bath Beach. A majority of the walk will be through Bensonhurst, and eventually we will make our way to Mapleton. That is a neighborhood in Brooklyn. Very, I would say, just a very underrated neighborhood, I guess you could call it. It's just nobody, it's one of those neighborhoods that nobody even really knows about until you mention it. But yeah, it is a neighborhood, Mapleton. But that is where we are walking today. It's around 10:30 in the morning, so it's in the morning. It's on a Saturday, so there's not going to be much as far as school or work. So most of the people you're going to see out here today are going to be just, you know, enjoying their time off or running errands, or if they, you know, people do have to work on weekends. You know, I hadn't had this camera on in a while, and when I turned it on this morning, it really acted strange. It was like it was possessed. The gimbal on the camera just spinning around like The Exorcist. I was like, whoa! I had to shut it off. I didn't know what was going on. It was really jerky and everything, and then turned it back on. It was okay. So I was like, oh. He's probably angry with me for not operating it for an extended period of time. was a little concerned. I was like, man, does this thing work? Are we gonna get a walk-in today? Or ever? So, here we are on Bath Avenue. This guy looks like he wants to make a U-turn. So, I'll get out of his way. Not the smartest thing to do when there's cars coming up behind you. He made that U-turn right behind the cars. Well, right in front of a car. Car is behind him. So you got a mailman over here. We do have the post office over here. We have the post office for Bath Beach on Benson Avenue. Did I say it already? It's 70 degrees out. Yeah, I think I already told you guys that. It's nice out. Here we go. Bath Beach. As we cross Benson Avenue. 11214 zip. You know, looks like somebody's selling stuff outside their house, like a garage sale over here. Yep, that's what it looks like. And when that sun comes out, it is warm. It is a huge temperature difference when that sun comes out. Like a good 5-6 degrees. These are some of these homes that used to be one home at some time or another and then got split in half. Oh, look at this little home. You got this old style home with the patio. We're just about to cross the train tracks. '86th Street. All right, I guess you could say we're officially in Bensonhurst now, if you want to get really exact. This will be the majority of the walk. And I didn't mention it earlier, but 20th Avenue, 20th Avenue, listen to me, 19th Avenue, we're on 19th Avenue, not 20th. 19th Avenue is, I'm sure you could tell so far on the walk, is mostly residential. There may be some areas we passed, I got some storefronts, but for the most part, 19th Avenue is residential. It's got mostly, you know, like we just passed all the private family homes, and we get into this area, you're going to see more of these, you know, bigger apartment buildings now. This is 83rd Street. If you're wondering, we did walk down this avenue over a year ago. I think we, in that walk, we had started at Cropsey Avenue and we ended it at Gravesend Park, but this walk will be longer than that. We've started at Shore Road, not Shore Road, Shore Parkway. And we'll be ending it at 49th Street, so we're gonna pass right by Gravesend Park. I'm getting slowed down here. It looks like a mail carrier in training. I think that guy's getting trained. Oh, we've been on one side of the street since we started, so maybe we'll jump across in a moment or two. We'll see. Sun is on my right side, so you know the other side is shaded. But it is mostly overcast, so there shouldn't be a lighting issue on the other side. You know, a lot of times what happens is when it's really bright sunny and you go on the shade side, it's a little dark. And we got this wind coming right into me, which is a rare thing, because it means the wind's coming out of the north. We never get winds straight out of the north in May. We have a storm that's just stuck off the coast and keeps spinning like a pinwheel for the last week. That's what is giving us our bad weather. So I'll show you that house across the street. I think what we're gonna do is we are gonna cross. This is where we'll cross. Yeah, so I was saying, you know, we have this storm system that's just been, it's like a nor'easter. It's just stuck off the coast, and it's just, I guess the word you would use is meandering around. We got more rain coming in today at some point. Not like an all-day rainmaker, but we're supposed to get some showers today. So tomorrow is going to be the same of, like, you know, today you're going to have sun, clouds, maybe some rain, and then we got more rain coming next week. It's more like April. You know how they say April showers bring May flowers, but it's been nothing but May showers. Very little Mayflowers, so. We are just coming up on 78th Street. I'm gonna get stuck at a light at a one-way street. Look at that. That's a rare thing for me. And then you have these houses that come straight out of nowhere. With the brick fronts. And this right here is, I believe, PS 165. No, it's 186. All right, getting my schools. There's no way I memorized what every school is in Brooklyn. 186. Now this next street, we're just getting past 76, but you got Bay Ridge Parkway over here. We're nowhere near Bay Ridge though. But this is a street I always get stuck at, so. And right now the light is red, so I'm hoping it changes and we get across without having to stop. This is 74th Street. A lot of trees on this block. Very rare to see a tree-lined block down this far into Brooklyn. A lot of these blocks, these side streets usually don't have a lot of trees. Kind of slowed down my pace for a second here while I'm behind these people. I got a nice house right here. Look at this. Maybe our first really nice house on the walk so far. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cross over here because the foot traffic on my side is starting to clog up a bit. I love it when people, they beep at a line of cars. There's like a whole line of cars going down the block. You're beeping at the next guy. What's the next guy supposed to do? You know? That's where the road rage starts, you know? So the guy in front of him, he's blocked in too, right? So you beep behind him and now he's angry. That's how it starts, man. So far the camera looks like it's operating okay after the little mishap I had this morning, so. '71st Street. So you can see there's still people wear masks after COVID. Every once in a while, see someone with a mask on. A lot of bird chatter. We're coming up on, this is Bay Ridge Avenue all the way down in Bensonhurst. Bay Ridge Parkway and Bay Ridge Avenue, they do run pretty far. They run all the way down to Bay Parkway. That's where they end. It's a couple more blocks to my right. So. But this right here is what you would consider 69th Street. What that means is we have 20 blocks left, or what we like to call a city mile. The city mile is 20 street blocks. So we got 1 mile left of this walk. Now we're still in Bensonhurst. Bensonhurst goes down to 65th, so eventually we'll be in Mapleton. I just think of Mapleton as an extension of either, you could say either Midwood or Borough Park is predominantly a Jewish neighborhood.
We're going a smidge roundabout, so we don't.
It looks like I'm going to cross so I can walk past some slow traffic again. Gives us a good excuse to get across the street and check out this side again. Look at that tree. A lot of overgrowth on that bark, huh? Looks like something out of like prehistoric times. There's some pterodactyls living in that tree. Take a look at some of those row houses on that side. So there's been 2 times where I've almost sneezed, but I was able to hold it a little bit. Allergies are still going to be around for at least a couple more weeks. And my allergies were really bad the other day. What was it? What's today? Today's Saturday, Friday, Thursday. Whew. Thursday was really bad for me. I had a bad day. Sometimes you'll have those bad days. I'm not gonna make this light. But yeah, some days you'll just have like one of your, I'll have like some really bad days sometimes. And to be honest with you, it was the first bad day I had all year. So when you consider that was just my first one, it's not that bad. You see, this car just almost drove into that guy. There's a lot of accidents on this intersection alone. 65th. Anywhere on 65th Street, 65th and 20th, 65th and 18th is a bad one.
I guess he's busy for something, that's all. I gotta put the new poster on the wall of the house.
We got to get over the bump here. This is where the N line runs straight down Brooklyn. So there's like a tunnel underneath here. It's one of the tunnels. All right, so I'm gonna get back across the street. It looks like we got some nice little interesting homes over here. It's very muggy outside, by the way. It is very humid. We're in that time of the year down here in the Northeast where it'll get, well, it won't get humid. It is humid. It'll just stay humid now, pretty much. And we are definitely in the Mapleton part of Brooklyn now. If you're wondering why I just stopped, I had to check my phone for something. I could have edited it out, but I was like, whatever. I'll make you all think what that was all about. My nose is bothering me over here. Oh, there's a lot of pollen. Check out that house. It's an interesting looking house. (68th Street). We're getting close to FDR High School. So what I'll do is I'll cross over. Should be quiet down here. It is Saturday, so Saturday is always traditionally a very quiet day in any Jewish neighborhood. So it'll be pretty quiet down here as we get into this area. We just passed 59th Street, so we're going to 49th Street. So we're almost done. This is FDR High School. And you also have the Sanitation Depot over here, so probably be crossing over onto that side in a second. What I wanted to do is give a little look at the half of a football field they have here. That's 50 yards, right? That's where this is the 50-yard line, and then it goes down. This will take you down to the next block if you walk through here. And over here is the depot for the garbage trucks. It doesn't stink over here, by the way. That was sarcasm, by the way. It does smell over here. There's some plows right there. That's where they put the plows up. I know everybody likes to see the bus depots and the train depots. Well, here's a garbage truck depot. This is where they fill for gas. See some gas stations in here. And this is Gravesend Park right here. Now last year when we did this walk, this is where we ended it. We went through the park here. This will take you to the 18th Avenue side of the park. We are going to keep going. Only have a few more blocks left and we're done. Now my choice was either I was going to walk the bike path today or I was going to walk somewhere. So this is a complete walk for me. Like after I shut the camera down, I'm going to now walk back. I'll probably take 18th Avenue. I'm not going to record because, well, I didn't bring my battery pack and I didn't want to do 2 walks. I didn't want to record 2 walks, so just doing this one. So this is still a short walk for me though, because if I was on a bike path, it would have been a 6-mile walk. But I think this comes out. It's going to come out to about 4.5, 5 miles when I'm said and done. When I turn around. I've mentioned this in the past. When I do like long runs or I do my long walks on the bike path. So a lot of these walks I do through the neighborhoods are actually shorter than those that I do on the bike path. You don't think of it, you think of it differently because you're not walking past the intersections. So you're on one strip, you know, and you're just walking. So it seems like you're walking a lot further when you're walking city blocks because you pass a lot of blocks, right? So mentally in your head, you're like, man, I was on, you know, 86th Street and now I'm on 49th Street. When you think about it, it's only a couple miles. If you look at the timer right now, we're at 42 minutes. So it's even shorter than some of the walks we've done on the channel. This is generally our average. We usually average around 45 minutes. So. You can see how quiet it is down here today. A lot of bird chatter though. I could see the ends of the walk. "52nd Street. So I guess now I will say thanks to everyone that came to take the walk, the virtual walk for all of you. I'm breaking a little bit of a sweat, but it's not because I'm tired or anything. It's just humid out. Phew. I think I checked the humidity before I started, and it said 87%. So it is humid out right now. You got a lot of these dead ends over here because of the Brooklyn Railroad that runs through here. So you got the Brooklyn Railroad tracks. So this is a dead end street. We're actually going to end right at the Brooklyn, right where the Brooklyn Railroad runs through. So. And they are going to take that, the MTA is supposedly going to turn that into a train route into Queens. So, more to follow on that eventually. But that would run the trains right along, as soon as they get into Queens, it would run the trains right along the M line over Metropolitan Avenue. If you've ever taken the M train to the last stop, right before you, I think it's Lake Pond, that stop or something, but then once you get into Metropolitan, you kind of like right next to the railroad tracks over there. So that's where these go. These eventually go into Queens. All right, so Thank everybody for taking a walk. You guys want to see what a dead-end street looks like. It's nothing down here. This is where 19th Avenue pretty much ends. So and that's where the railroad is. And then if you, I'll show you something. If you come down here to where the dead end is, there's just all these, deep, like, looks like where trucks come to lay up deliveries for ShopRite. So you could go into ShopRite through here, I guess. And if you're wondering what's on the other side of ShopRite, we walked it, McDonald Avenue. McDonald Avenue's over there. So, all right. Thanks for taking a walk. Hope everyone has a great day, and catch everyone on the next one. We'll leave you all with that nice, big Coca-Cola truck that's going to make us all thirsty now. So, anyway, take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.